Hey there, I'm Brock Gill, and I am an illusionist. Welcome to the study called Feed the Dog. It's a fantastic journey through the spiritual disciplines, but before we get started, how about a little magic? In the 19th century, there was a French magician named Jean-Eugène Robert-Houdin. He was asked by the French government to go to Algeria in the hopes of winning a war. The Algerians and the French were at odds with each other, and they wanted him to show the superiority of France. So he goes in to do a magic show. He was really great at creating illusions, and they thought he would be the man for the job. So he goes in and he says, "We want you to bring your strongest warrior from Algeria. We want to just have a few of our French countrymen to be at the show." And he did something that blew their minds, and it looked something like this. This is the French side. You look French, right? This is the Algerian side. You look like you're from Algeria, especially you, right? Would you like to help us on this? Come on up here. Let's have you stand right here. They took a feather from Algeria, and they said, "I wonder if a little boy can pick up a feather that's Algerian." What's your name?
Jack.
Jack, I'd like for you to reach out, grab the sides of the box, lift it up, and set it right back down. What do you think?
It's light.
It's light? It's easy? Okay, you can have a seat. Pretty simple, right? Then they took a feather from France. It was beautiful. The tip of a peacock feather. Put the feather inside. They had the strongest warrior from Algeria, and it's you. Come up here. They took the big guy, grabbed the sides of the box, and try to lift it. You can see the muscles ripping out there. You can have a seat. The idea was they used a bit of illusion to create this effect. And all the Algerians got really scared that the French were superior and had superior strength, and they believed in lots of kind of, supernatural ideas at play, but Jean-Eugène Robert-Houdin just kind of played to that. But he had secret knowledge. It was this knowledge that he was able to create the illusion, but he had the secret knowledge that literally prevented the war. He prevented lives being lost and bloodshed because he had these secret tools, these secret weapons, if you will. He had these secret things that he was able to put into play that no one else knew. The war was prevented, all because of the illusion and the secrets of Jean-Eugène Robert-Houdin. A man had two dogs. The one he fed grew the biggest. Every believer has two sides of them, spirit and flesh. The flesh is the worldly side, the sinful nature. And the spirit is the Spirit of God. We have both as believers. We need to feed the right one. We need to feed the Spirit. Scripture has secret tools and different things that if we learn from it, it will help us feed the dog, feed the Spirit, feed the right dog. You know, in the story that I told about Jean-Eugene Robert-Houdin, he had secrets. He had secret tools that nobody else knew about. What they didn't realize is that he had practiced. He had spent a lot of time working on it. And he was able to literally change the course of history because of all of his practice. He led up to that one moment. You know, there's one thing that you should know about me, and that is I'm an illusionist. And it didn't happen overnight. It took a lot of practice. Lots of hard work went into it. And that gave me the ability to do some things that I could perform on stage, but I couldn't just walk up there and do it. It took a lot of practice. It took discipline. And discipline is what we're talking about. It's the spiritual disciplines that give us the ability to feed the Spirit. You know, spiritual disciplines are not something that we have, it's what we do. The disciplines are not what we were born with. It's not something that we have as gifts. It's not who we are. Spiritual disciplines are what we do. We have to put work into it. We have to invest into it. They don't come overnight. For me, learning how to make a quarter disappear or something like that didn't come overnight. I had to work at it really hard. To be more like Jesus, that's something that just doesn't happen overnight. To be more and more like Jesus takes time. The spiritual disciplines, those investments, they take time. You put time into that and invest into that, and you become more and more like Jesus. You have to set your mind on it. In the same way that it says, Colossians 3:2, set your minds on things above and not on earthly things. We have to set our minds, determine this is what we're going to do, and set our minds on feeding the Spirit. So in this study, we're going to pull back the curtain. We want to reveal some ideas that are going to help you grow as a believer. We're going to give you some disciplines, things like worship and Scripture, community, solitude, fasting, ministry, and even prayer, things that you can do and add to your life that will help you grow as a Christian. It's going to be really good. It's going to be exciting to go through these because this is going to help you. For some of you, this is going to be the difference in your life. It's time to feed the dog. These disciplines will feed your spirit. These disciplines will feed the dog.